Life is not random. Have you ever wondered why certain people enter your life? Is it just coincidence, or is there a deeper reason behind these encounters? According to Buddhist philosophy, every relationship we have carries a lesson, a message, or a necessary change for our spiritual journey. Think about the important people in your life: a good friend, a former lover, a difficult colleague, or even a stranger who briefly crossed your path but left a deep impression. Each of them plays a specific role in your personal growth. If you open your mind to this perspective, you'll see that every relationship, whether positive or negative, holds a special meaning. In this video, we will explore how Buddhism explains the connections in our lives and how we can learn and grow from them to attain inner peace and wisdom. The law of cause and effect in human connections. In Buddhism, nothing happens without a cause. The principle of karma explains that our past actions, whether in this life or previous ones, shape our present experiences. Relationships are no exception. Every person who enters your life is a result of the karmic seeds you've sown. If someone is always there to support you, it may be because you once helped them in the past. If someone causes you hardship, it could be a test to teach you patience, forgiveness, or spiritual growth. A well-known Buddhist story tells of two men who constantly quarreled. Seeking answers, they approached the Buddha and asked why they always clashed. The Buddha revealed that in a past life, they were brothers who had a serious dispute over inheritance. Unable to resolve their conflict, they carried resentment into their next lives. Upon realizing this, they began to see each other with understanding and work toward resolving their differences. This teaches us that instead of blaming those who make our lives difficult, we should see them as opportunities for self-growth. They are not enemies, but rather teachers, helping us overcome significant spiritual lessons. Relationships as mirrors of the self. Buddhism emphasizes that every relationship is a reflection of our inner world. What we perceive in others often mirrors something within ourselves. If someone makes you angry, it may be a sign that unresolved issues lie within you. If someone brings you joy and peace, it could be because you have sown seeds of kindness and love in the past. A story tells of a young monk with a quick temper. One day, his master took him to the forest and told him to shout negative words aloud. As he did, his words echoed back at him. The master smiled and said, "Life is like an echo. Whatever you send out into the world comes back to you." From that moment, the young monk realized that every interaction in life was a reflection of himself. Every person we meet is an opportunity for self-reflection. If we use relationships as a way to learn and evolve, we will continuously grow. Challenging relationships, opportunities for growth. Not all relationships are easy. Some bring pain, but these are often the ones that help us grow the most. One of the most important symbols in Buddhism is the lotus flower. The lotus grows from muddy waters, yet it rises above and blooms beautifully. Similarly, people learn and grow from difficulties in relationships. For example, if you have a demanding boss, instead of resenting them, see it as an opportunity to develop patience and resilience. If you have experienced betrayal in love, take it as a lesson that happiness should not depend on others but should come from within. The art of letting go and acceptance. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, including relationships. When we cling to people or relationships, we create suffering. When we learn to accept change, we find peace. This does not mean we should be indifferent or cold-hearted. On the contrary, by understanding impermanence, we learn to cherish the moments we have with those who matter. We love without attachment, connect without control. A Zen master once said, "Love like holding sand in your hand. If you grip too tightly, the sand slips away. If you hold it gently, it stays." Similarly, when we appreciate relationships without clinging, we cultivate healthier and more fulfilling connections. Life is not random. The people who enter our lives do so for a reason, to help us grow, to reflect our inner selves, or to teach us valuable lessons. When we embrace every relationship with gratitude and wisdom, we transform all connections into opportunities for spiritual growth. Remember, be grateful for all relationships, whether pleasant or challenging, because they all hold value. Learn to forgive, as holding on to anger only harms yourself. Accept impermanence to appreciate the present moment. Cultivate compassion, as everyone around us is fighting their own battles. By applying these philosophies, you will not only build more meaningful relationships, but also find true peace within yourself.